Woke up in the morning, we just climbed up the Khumbu icefall and come back down. It was about 11:30 when I decided that it's about time we move to the dining camp. Fortunately that day the entire team was together. We were all sitting around and watching a movie that Sauraj had very sweetly played on his laptop. The movie was about climbing Everest and obviously looked really interesting. Suddenly, the ground started shaking under our feet. At first we thought the glacier was shifting, but when it persisted, we realized it was something really bigger.
The ground is shaking.
We ran out of the tent and the ground just kept rolling and moving under us. You could just about keep your balance. The visibility was poor once again. We looked towards Everest because we knew that the earthquake would trigger off an avalanche. And as we looked at Everest, we could see 2 or 3 avalanches rolling towards us. We realized we were looking in the wrong direction. We turned around and that's when we saw a huge wave of ice, snow and debris just rolling towards us at breakneck speed. We literally had seconds to react, and in a hurry, we just jumped into the closest cover that we could find, in this case being our dining tent. I remember I jumped into the dining tent with our Sherpa and with our base camp manager. I didn't even know where Sauraj was.
Come under my jacket. Come under my jacket. Are you okay? Yeah.
It felt like a ton of snow and ice completely washed over us. The tent we were in collapsed. The entire frames crumbled around us. We were inundated for a good minute. 1 minute. We couldn't breathe. There was snow and ice everywhere. Seems like a really small thing, but the story of seeing your entire life flashing before your eyes, that's true, and it actually did happen. We couldn't recognize any of the landmarks around us. There was snow and ice everywhere, and there were pieces of fabric that were once tents fluttering in the wind. I still remember seeing someone walking towards me, and he was covered from head to toe in ice and snow. All I could ask him was, "Where's Sauraj? Where's Sauraj?" When he took his hand and rubbed it over his face, I realized that was Sauraj standing in front of me. We were all in a state of shock.
The entire scene was just devastating. The Himalayan Rescue Association clinic had been destroyed. There were about 50 to 60 people who were critically injured with traumas, back injuries, fractures, and unfortunately a casualty count of about 15. And there were just 3 doctors at base camp. We did our bit, whatever we could. I and Samir weren't doctors, but we knew that this is the time to make a difference of whatever little we can. I still remember the first night, we gave shelter to about 11 people in the small dining tent, what had a capacity of about 4 to 5 people. It was just about survival. We'd realized that it's something more than climbing Everest. It's about surviving that night and surviving the next couple of nights and getting out of the place. We stayed back for a week. Without realizing, time just flew. The helicopters came in the next day. The critically injured were evacuated. Finally, on day 6, our team came together and we decided it's probably time to go back down. So that was a part we played. We decided to walk back all the way to Lukla, leaving those memories behind us.